Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we'll be playing Lover's Paranoia, a Yandere visual novel. Let's start. Credits, assets, thank you very much. Warning, this game is meant for those who are over the age of 18. This game has elements of strong language, NSFW implications. Okay, okay, chat, can I read the warnings, please? Assault, sexual assault, yandere implications, murder and gore, suicidal implications, blackmailing, deaths. In the making of this game, we do not condone any of these actions above. This is fiction. Okay. You have been warned. Proceed? Yes. That's awesome, by the way. That was cool. Big shout out to the developer. I love when warning screens actually are after the start button and are actually in your face and make you agree to them, okay? Very good warning screen. Thank you for that. Oh my. uh, oh my. It seems like my savior has finally come to save me. Please do tell me your name, dear savior. Write your name here. Oh, it's Clock. Thanks. I see. It seems like you have come from another world. You must be wondering, who is this dashingly awesome being I'm talking to right now? I didn't bother to call myself anything other than my host calling me Entity. I still think he should be more creative with the naming. But oh well. Perhaps you can use that name as well. I'm never naming myself Clocky Poo. But you can definitely call the shit between me and Markiplier Clockiplier. Definitely my name first. Anyways, you are now in the consciousness of another mortal. After all, you decided to play this game. Oh yes, I do know you're in your world. Our world is a game to you mortals. I would assume your world is above us. Or below. Or is it above or below? I like to think we're on top. We only take W's, chat. So you associate your world as heaven, or perhaps paradise. I didn't say anything about that. I more associate your world by being the bitch world. How interesting. Let's move on. I would like to ask you for some help. Just a simple request. You just need to reach the game's true ending. What's the true ending? Of course, my host and your vessel leaving the island safely, of course. Wait, you're my host and your vessel, okay. It's crucial to me. Why? I just care about their safety. Is it that unbelievable? No, yes. Meanie. Before we continue any further, why don't you tell me more about yourself? Blank decided to abandon the gods. Oh, I'm a he-himmer. He decided to abandon the gods. It was his idea to go against them. Yeah. Wow, this is really awesome. I love when they do that. But the gods never forgotten him. I don't know if that's correctly right, but whatever. What pet would you like to have? A cat, a dog, a snake, or a hamster? Well, chat, as weird as this is for a cat boy, I have 2 cats. So I gotta go with dog. I don't know why I fucking did that, man. I don't know why I did that. Let me just... YouTube will be right back. Okay. Yes. Okay. No, I gotta do this again. Okay, I went back. Okay, no, YouTube. YouTube. I'm gonna pick a cat. I love dogs too, but I'm gonna pick a cat. I see. Excellent. Damn wanted a dog. Well, too damn bad. You don't have a backyard. Now allow me to brief you on your cute little vessel here. Your vessel decided it was a great idea to move to this island, which honestly is a little stupid of them. Since this island has a tiny little dark secret. Anyone can come in freely. Oh, it's a whore island. But no one gets out. Oh, it's a yandere whore island. May it be from accidental death, or intentional death, but no one leaves. It is a cursed island to keep us beings in check. Oh my, I'm getting sidetracked. Your vessel experiences very bad anxiety. And all you have to do is make the right choices so that it doesn't get overwhelmed. A mortal who has overwhelming emotions is not fit to be on this island. They tend to make rash choices, which sadly gives us unfavorable outcomes. But we must make do with what we got. Let me simulate a scenario. Am I getting my keys now? Please make a choice. No. How much longer do I have to wait? Notice the edges in your vision affecting you. That's an indication of how bad your vessel's anxiety is affecting them. It'd be best to keep your vessel's mind stable, but it would come in handy in certain situations. A double-edged sword, as one would say. So your decisions matter, mortal. Oh, and also, there are other actions and items that can help the vessel's mind, so you might want to have them just for emergencies. Am I playing Mario Party? What the hell's going on? Ah, it seems we are running out of time. What a pity. I'd like to get to know you more, dear, but time is such a fickle thing. I know. Let's wrap this up. There will be lots of obstacles that your vessel will be facing. Is that how obstacles is normally spelt? Because when I'm reading this, all I can think is testicles. Am I crazy, chat? Is that supposed to be an A in obstacles? Or is it spelled like testicles? Obstacles. Am I just obsessed with balls? Don't answer that. Especially creatures similar to me. I don't know why. No way! That's not how you spell obstacles. Wait. It is an A, you son of a bitch! All of you. I hate you all. It's with an A. Obstacle is with an A. Not shitting on the developer. And I'm not obsessed with balls. But those fools think bloodshed is the way to set them free. Me? I'm not as barbaric as them. No, I'm not, Mikey. I figured out that killing you is not a wise option. You must be asking, why me? What did I do? My dear, you were just unlucky. To ensure your vessel's safety, all I ask you to do is to cooperate with my host, or your vessel will face the consequences. The time has come, I suppose. See you later, my dear savior. Ah! Oh, my bad, my bad. Bad dream, guys. Thud. Oh, man. There's no freaking shot. I have a hiring posters board on my wall, man. What the hell is this? This is worse than that jump scare of someone saying boo with a job application. This is worse. I wake up to this. I fell out of bed with a loud thud, gasping loudly as I held my chest. Great, another nightmare. With a sigh, I rubbed the sweat off my face before taking deep breaths. Nightmares were a common thing for me whenever I got too tired. But ever since I got here a month ago, I can't seem to remember what they were about. It's as if my consciousness leaves from my body whenever I slept. Actually, I still felt a little tired. Maybe I can close my eyes for a moment. Shit! Flinching, I jolted awake by the alarm on my phone that was going off louder than usual. I sat up with an annoyed sigh and felt around the floor to pick up my phone. Once I felt the smooth touch of the screen, I picked it up and swiped the alarm off. I swear, I'm pretty sure I didn't leave the alarm this loud. Holy crap, I just realized. Yo, what the hell, bro? What is this room setup? TV? How are you supposed to watch this, bro? Terrible room. If your room setup is like this, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Official crazy frog. Holy shit. We are the champions. Okay, but like for real, what the hell is this room setup? Am I a college student? I heard I moved here on purpose. Brother, what do you just sit on the floor? You just sit with your back straight like this? No box of tissues? What are we using? The goddamn curtain over here? Oh god. Oh my, that's chat. We're using this curtain. You know why I know that? Because this one's fucking stiff. It's windy. The windows are open, it's windy, but this one's stiff, chat. Oh no, oh no. I know I can see the thick TV, but we have a laptop. That's what the dirty clothes on the sofa are for. Crusty ass. My words were cut short when I finally saw the time. End date. What is this? Oh. What did it do? And multiple other reminders and alarms I left earlier on, which was supposed to wake me up on my first day of work. It's fucking empty, bro. Fuck, I'm 3 hours late on my first day? 3 hours late? What? Don't even show up, bro. Just shit. Don't even show up, bro. I scrambled to get up from the floor and dashed towards the bathroom to get ready. Ah! Only to trip and fall from a shirt I left on the floor for God knows how long. And fall face first onto the ground. Crack! Oh, my face. Ouch! My back. My back. I groaned in pain and sat up from the ground, holding onto my nose. Ow, 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 that hurts. Please tell me I didn't actually break my nose. I slowly pulled my hand away, hoping there won't be any blood on it. Yeah, I think that is clearly blood. Just my luck. Of course this had to happen on the day where I'm late for my first job. It's your first job! Life is over, brother. You're 3 hours late on the first day to your first job in life. Nah, that's a bad omen. That's a life of unlucky. I carefully got up and walked to the bathroom as I continued on with my rambling. Occasionally wincing from the pain as I tried to stop the bleeding. Oh, my only weakness, a broken nose! And on the first day of work, too. Whatever, I'll just have to deal with it. Isn't it going to be a great day? What do we got here, by the way? I can't read that. Go Club. Paradise Within. Biology. Oh my god, we're boring. Oh god. I sat on the ground to put my shoes on before I leave the apartment. As I was tying my shoelaces, my eyes slowly drifted to the cabinet right by the door. Right, I had left my pills in there. I used to bring my pills with me when I was in high school, but recently I haven't gotten any anxiety attacks. Should I take them with me? Yes? Why would I not take my pills? I should probably take them with me, just in case. You obtained a bottle of pills. Eat them. I turned to look back at my room one last time, ensuring that I didn't leave anything important behind. What the fuck is the title? It's Whimper Wednesday. Get to whimpering now. I immediately took notice that the window was open. No wonder it was freezing last night. I flinched at the sun ringing in my phone that echoed loudly in my room. Shit, boss is calling. I picked up the call and ran out of my room, forgetting to close my window again on my way out. Oh no. Whispering Pines. Seems like a nice place. I managed to reach the hotel on time, but not really gracefully as one would say. In which I mean fumbling my way inside the hotel, my clothes all crumpled up. My hair disheveled as if I had just stepped into a hurricane. My jacket barely hanging on for dear life. To make things worse, I almost crashed into one of the leaving guests as they glared at me. I am just a walking clumsy act, man. I'm literally one of the Three Stooges right now. What the hell? Watch where you're going. You're lucky that my coffee didn't spill on me. It was then I noticed he was holding a huge cup of coffee that would likely put someone into a coma on his right hand and a suitcase in his left. I'm so sorry, sir. I'll be more careful next time. Rocked like a hurricane, yeah. I bowed to him multiple times as he scoffed and gave me an odd look before turning away to leave. I sighed out of relief before flinching again for the second time as I heard the door slam open. You! Oh crap. I slowly turned around to face my very pissed off boss. Boss! I'm so sorry. I overslept and... Shut it. I don't want to hear any excuses. This is the first time I've seen a person having the guts to show up to work late on their first day. And to top that off, almost caused a scene in the hotel. I could feel the anger radiating out of him, and I immediately bowed my head down in embarrassment. He sighed and pinched the bridge of his nose. You're lucky that I'm short on staff right now. If not, I would have thrown you out just for turning up 3 hours late. I let out a sigh of relief. Oh god, they're desperate. Thank the Lord. Thank you, boss. I promise it won't happen again. He rolled his eyes and grumbled under his breath. Youngsters these days. He looked back at me before suddenly leaning his face closer to my own. I unconsciously flinched back after noticing how close we were. What happened to your nose? You look like a football smashed right into your nose. Oh, I had a football smashed right in my nose. How did you... I fell down on the way here. I held my breath as he scanned my face for a while. What's his problem? I relaxed when he finally moved away, grumbling out something again before pointing to the back room. Your uniform is in there, and there should be a med kit in the top shelf. Oh, maybe he's not a bad boss. And I'm not doing this out of pity. I just don't like my workers showing up all bruised. We punch below the belt. He smirked and walked to the counter. That means they punch you in the dick, chat. It's bad for the business after all. Scratch that, he's a bitch. I sighed and went to the back room to get my uniform and medkit. He's a short Italian mafia boss of a hotel. After getting changed and patching up my nose in the changing room, I walked over to the counter where my boss was waiting. He started teaching me the basics like where to clock in, clock reference, easy, and how to register new guests. Boss, there are some things you left out. Heh. I'm sure you're smart enough to figure them out. What? Well, you are still young. Youngsters these days catch up very fast, so I have no doubts that you can do the same. But these things are new to me. He scoffed and glared at me. Maybe I would have taught you more if you showed up on time. I felt anger surge within me as I clenched my hands in my fists. Brother, what is your little bitchy fit right now, bro? Me? You're late. You're 3 hours late. You ain't got no chutzpah in you. Calm down, Clock. He's your boss. If you lose your cool now, you most likely won't get a job ever again. Not sure if I should apologize to him again or keep quiet, seeing that his mood is as shitty as it is. I don't know, apologize? Sure. I gave him my best fake smile. I'm sorry again for my carelessness. I'll make sure mistakes like this won't happen again, boss. Let's see how long you will last, newbie. Felt my eye twitch in irritation. Badly wanted to give him the middle finger right now. Watched him silently as he returned to the back office. He stopped for a moment before glancing back at me from the doorway. Make sure you don't slack off. There are other things to do when guests are not around. Wait, what? Other things? You never mentioned those things. But boss, what do you mean other thing? He closed the door before I could finish my question. I grumbled under my breath and rubbed my forehead in frustration. Man, a whole hotel, no guests. What could I possibly do? This is how you know this is our first job ever, by the way. Literally, there's probably like a broom right there behind this wall. There's probably like a broom right there. How am I even supposed to learn what I don't even know what I'm supposed to do? I was aware that the work on this island is hard and demanding, but didn't expect a hard and demanding job. A hotel of all things to be like this. I looked back at the computer on the desk and thought for a moment. Guess there was no harm with checking the guest list. I turned on the computer and started scrolling down the guest list as I waited for people to come in. Ugh, this is so boring. Where's the hot man? I've been standing here for nearly an hour, and I expected at least one guest to walk in. But so far, no one even glanced at the hotel from outside. Probably because it's the weekday or something like that. I mumbled and let out a small huff before grabbing the chair next to me and sitting down. I heard my phone's messaging ringtone go off multiple times next to me. Huh. Mom usually doesn't message me at this time. Skip, skip, skip. Don't skip! I picked up my phone and stared at the notifications that was on my screen. Great. It's from him. Why did he message me out of the blue? Even if we were friends before, he never bothered to text me after that fight months ago. Seriously don't want to check the messages. But it could be important since he's close to my mom. Hey, yo, dude, what? You're gonna have a new dad, not daddy. Should I check the messages? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we should check them. Yeah, why not? Mill pickup. I decided to look at the messages, chat. Remember, chat, remember. Just because you lost a pawn doesn't mean you have to give up the queen, okay? Go after their mothers. Now, today. I decided to look at the messages. Hey, Clock. How's everything in Abston Island? Abston Isle. I know we haven't been talking for a while. Ever since that fight. We all realized we were wrong. We shouldn't have ignored you when you tried to reach out. You were suffering for a long time with your own problems, and I didn't know. But you should have said something. Maybe you should have tried harder to tell us that you felt left out. We would have tried to include you more in our hangouts. The reason why we don't call you is because you space out a lot. Most of the time, you're just quiet. It's hard to talk to you, too, since your hobbies are pretty boring. What the fuck? Live up a bit over there. Go to some parties or something. Maybe then you will learn how to socialize a little and grow out of your anxiety. You know what? Am I just talking to myself over here? I will come visit you in a few days. Let me crash in your place and I'll help you talk with others. Get some friends of your own if you know what I mean. I have business over there anyways with some clients. Send me your address. Can't wait to talk to you soon. Bro had a literal monologue in my text messages. I didn't say a single word, and he just decided he's moving in with me. Excuse me, Giga Chad. Yeah, this is the friend who's tight with my mom. And by tight with my mom, I mean Joe Mama. No, I mean like he's fucking my mom. What? He's going to come over after everything he and his so-called friends put me through. Bit my lower lip as my mind spiraled out of control. Doesn't know my address. Right, he doesn't know my address. As long as I don't give him my address or talk to him, I'll never have to see him again. Phew. Took a deep breath to calm myself, but the lingering panic still gnawed at my heart. Surely Mother would never. Don't think about it, Clock. I stifled a yawn as my eyes grew heavy from doing nothing at all. He wants everything. I glanced around the lounge to make sure no one was watching before plopping down into the chair. Isn't that what it's there for? A quick nap wouldn't hurt. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, we have anxiety now. I slowly closed my eyes, letting the comforting embrace of darkness welcome me. The city burned brightly in the flames, while explosions echoed in my ears. Whoa, what's going on? I could hear splashing beneath me as my vision swayed up and down, mimicking as if I was on a boat. I don't think I'm on a boat right now. I felt my fingers twitching on my right hand. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I can't move. Ah! I could feel myself struggling to breathe, my chest tightening as I started to hyperventilate.
2 hours later.
I think this game's only like an hour. Then I felt warmth on my twitching fingers. Finally, I could move my head to look at my hand. It was held by a hand that wasn't my own. I slowly looked up to the person next to me. Oh, hi. I was jolted awake by the sudden slam of the counter, the deafening noise vibrating in my skull. Who was that? Excuse me! Oh my god, he's homophobic eyes! Oh my god, Chad, that's crazy. Well, what? Oh shit! I yelped in shock. Tumbling off my chair as I noticed someone standing at the counter with a pissed off look. Nah, he's probably happy to see me. Ow, 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 ow. I groaned in pain, rubbing my aching lower back. Finally, you're awake. I'm honestly amazed that people can still slack off here, of all places. You're just begging to get fired, aren't you? I gawked up at him from the ground. Fuck. I scrambled to my feet, bowing repeatedly as I broke into a cold sweat. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect anyone to come in since it's a working day, and I don't want to hear your excuses. He grumbled, flicking his wrist to toss his card onto the counter. Oh, okay. Hey, can you just give me the 3 numbers on the back? I swear I won't use them for anything. You obtained a credit card. The biggest room you've got. Make it quick. I've been standing here for nearly 30 minutes before waking you up from your nap. Of course. I'm so sorry again, sir. Began checking him in and asked for his details. Can I have your name? And, how many days are you staying? Tch. He clicked his tongue and tossed another card on the counter. I stared at it for a moment before slowly picking it up. Oh, hi, Kane. You obtained an ID. It was his ID. Just for a day. I expect you to know who I am by now, but it seems like you're new here. My left eye twitched at his statement. Who the fuck does he think he is? He acts like he owns the place. I took a deep breath to calm myself down once more. I have a feeling that I'm going to do this a lot. I put on my best fake smile. Yes, sir. It's my first day. I'll get you your key as soon as possible. Thank you for saying sorry. But you should get that checked out. Your head, because you have anything but a big flat schlong. I looked back at his card and stared at his name. Mr. Kane. What is it now? I did a double take at his card, my eyes flicking back to him. Why is the last name on your ID scribbled with a marker? Where's Mr. Abel? He killed him. Just keep my last name blank. But sir, just do as I say or you will regret it. Alright. I looked back at the computer and entered his name. You know, since he doesn't want me to put in his last name, I can just put whatever I want, right? Enter a last name, keep his last name blank. Let's save here. Let's enter a last name. If he thinks that acting like an ass would get him what he wants, then he should have to thought of again. I typed out the goofiest name I could come up with on the spot. Poor boy doesn't know what's coming for him. Or does he? Wait, I actually have to type this up. I wasn't thinking of anything funny. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Asshole. Asshole. Just, that's the best you guys got? Pubert. Pubert. I like your train of thought, chat. Horse clock, not horse clock. Assy. This ability to get this bread. I was gonna go with Pubert, asshole, McGee. There you go. Pubert, asshole, McGee. Wait, no. Better actually. Wait. Pubes, asshole, McGee. There we go. Perfect. I snorted and tried not to laugh. He raised an eyebrow, questioning. Questioning me. What's so funny? I choked back a laugh, doing my best to keep my composure. Nothing at all. Here's your card. He reached his hand out to take the card back. It was then that I noticed a dark red flaky skin on his knuckles. Is that blood? Oh god, his knuckles are bleeding. Did he get into a fight? My eyes lingered on his knuckles and as my grip tightened around the ID. I don't see Knuckles. Where's that echidna? Sonic, you here too? He noticed that I hadn't let go of the ID and followed my gaze. His glare deepened. Give me my card. Now! Wait, I like this pose. I like this one. This is a good pose. I gulped, weighing my next course of action. Treat his knuckles. Yeah, let's be a nice... Yeah, let's do... I have a first aid kit here. Please wait here a moment. I shoved his ID and keycard into my front pocket before he could grab them from me. I could feel his piercing gaze boring into the back of my skull as I turned to grab something from the backpack I had left on the chair. I should have saved there. My bad. You're really pushing my buttons right now. Trust me, it won't take long, sir. This is customer service, by the way. If only I can find it in this mess. What do you... Aha! Found it. I turned around with a bright smile. I might have talked to you for only a few minutes. He huffed, his tone growing progressively more impatient and annoyed. But I definitely could hear curiosity underlying it. However, I can already tell whatever you're planning isn't good. As I said, this won't take too long, so please, don't worry. Claude, can I smash this man? Yeah, you can smash this guy, for sure. But, it might be painful. He jolted when I carefully touched his hand, body going slightly frigid as a tiny blush covered his cheeks. Wait, I really like this photo. Wait, I like how when I get rid of the... It's, like, brighter. Chad, do you like him blushing? Do you like his, like, angry blush? Like, ugh. He jolted when I carefully touched his hand, body going slightly frigid as a tiny blush covered his cheeks. Yeah, I like this picture a lot. It was kind of adorable. What do you think you're doing right now? I don't know what fight you went through, but it must have been a bad one if your knuckles ended up like this. Luckily, I always have an emergency kit in my bag, but, I don't have proper bandages for it, but it should be enough to cover the wounds. Wasn't sure why I wanted to help him, but something about him made me want to help. I only heard a small grunt from him. Taking that as an approval to continue, I started cleaning the blood from his wounds as gently as I could. He just kept staring at me, menacingly, unnervingly, like I was some kind of creature he couldn't recognize. Is it really that weird to help someone? If it hurts, please let me know. Again, he only gave me a non-committal grunt. Ugh. For someone so grumpy moments ago, he had surprisingly mellowed out. I lightly gnawed on my lower lip and began applying antiseptic to his wounds. Why did I apply that with my lips? What the hell? I could feel small flinches from him, but he never made a sound or protested. Wow, kinky. After making sure his wounds are properly cleaned, I carefully covered them up with the only bandages I had at the moment. Some good old cheap store-bought bandages. As opposed to the homemade bandages? What are you doing in your free time? Sorry, that's all I have right now to cover them. I would have used the medkit the hotel has, but I pointed my bandaged nose. I fell down this morning, and boss told me to use it. It didn't have much anyways. I explained, crossing my fingers, hoping it wouldn't anger him further. That heavy gaze was back on me. I didn't have the guts to look him in the eye. So I kept my eyes down, focusing on the silly bandages, trying to distract myself by smoothing them down. I really hope they were like Pikachu bandages. No, they're just regular band-aids. They're even the good ones with the finger index. Once I was satisfied with the poorly covered wounds, I quickly let go of his hand, realizing I had been holding on to it for longer than I meant to. Wait, this is the image. This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail image, chat. Wait, boom. I'm no medic, but living a life prone to accidents, I've gotten pretty good at patching up wounds with whatever I have on hand. Even if it's poorly done sometimes. I one time cut my leg really bad, chat, and my dad didn't want to buy any band-aids, so we used duct tape and toilet paper. It worked. That should do it. It was a freaking bitch to pull off the duct tape, though, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Suggestion, idea, don't rip the duct tape off your leg. Just keep it there forever, okay? Make sure to patch them up properly when you get back home. He stared at the bandages silently, his eyes filled with uncertainty. Baneba! Baneba! Are you talking about him? I hope to God you're talking about him. Did I somehow make him mad again? Okay, thank you. Please don't push me down a flight of stairs. Are you not able to afford proper bandages? Huh? I stared at him, stunned. It's really ugly. This is not the Hello Kitty Band-Aid package. And it's barely holding up on itself. Is he for real right now? In that moment, something inside me snapped. You could... I'm sorry? What? Did you somehow lose your voice? Speak up. I said I'm sorry for helping then. Look at him all taking it back. He's like, oh shit. Oh shit, Clock's got some fire in him. I'm sorry for helping then. He jumped back in surprise. My throat tightened as my eyes began to sting on the... We finally stood up for ourselves and were about to cry. On the verge of tears. Hey. He reached out to me, but I yanked my hand away before he could touch me. Without thinking, I slammed his ID and keycard on the counter, then quickly packed up everything I had left. If you need anything, please contact the owner. Before he could utter another word, I stormed out of the hotel. I don't care if this gets me fired. We served one customer, chat, before we quit. I just can't stand being treated like this, especially after being nice. Is this how everyone treats people nowadays? In service? Yes, get used to it. Man, I'm definitely screwed now. I'm getting fired for sure. But I couldn't take it anymore. I don't think I could have withstood another insult if I stayed. As I walked further away from the hotel, the rain started pouring heavily. Great, now Mother Nature's mocking me. No, that's good. Rain is good. Rain is good. It's relaxing. And I forgot to bring my umbrella. Bask in the rain. Well, at least no one can see my tears. Rushing into my room, I threw my bag aside and collapsed against the door, letting out a choked sob. Fired? Actually, we quit. If we walk out and don't go back, that counts as a quit. Damn it. I screwed everything up again. On my first job, too. I stared blankly at the floor, feeling lightheaded as dread sank deep into my chest. Negative thoughts about what tomorrow might bring swirled in my mind. Don't think about it. Please, just shut up, brain. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh, yeah, take your pills. Take the pills. Pills. My pills are in my bag. Right. I just need my pills. Grabbing my bag from where I threw it, I fumbled with shaky hands, pulling out the bottle of pills. I unscrewed the cap and swallowed a pill quickly. Leaning against the wall with a sigh, I waited for the pills to kick in, hoping they'd calm the storm in my head. Yo, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, Sarah. After about an hour, the pressure in my head finally ebbed away, leaving behind a dull numbness, and I exhaled in relief. I stood up from the floor and made my way further into my room, falling into my usual routine. Take a shower, check the room. Pills here. Medication I was prescribed to after when I was 18, eventually stopped taking once I finished high school and took a 2-year break. Cool. Too bad we need them again. Click, click, click. Click everything. Click everything. Okay. Nothing. Click everything. Click. Take a shower. What about the laundry? I took off the clothes I was wearing and threw them in the washing machine. What? Not caring if there were any white clothes in the bunch, I poured some of the cleaning detergent together with the clothes. Ah, you're fine. Cold water. Slammed the door shut before turning on the washer. You know, nothing new, cold water, they're not gonna bleed. Says the guy wearing pink white shirts. It's going to take a while. I should take a shower in the meantime. Checked in. The clothes are already in the washing machine. Okay, fine. I slipped into the shower with a content sigh, feeling my muscles relax in the warm water. I reached for my soap bottle and lathered it on my body. Stepped out of the shower and dried myself up before putting on my clothes. But I didn't rinse off the soap. Did I even shampoo? Bro, you nasty. Ooh, that's not how you use soap. Ugh. I should probably check on my stuff. Who knows if anything has been stolen. Especially when I forgot to close the window. But I live on the 3rd floor. That's still not a good reason. Best to be safe. Don't sniff and then say nasty. Don't say nasty and then sniff me. I already took a shower. No point in taking a second one. Toilet. Stop sniffing! You sicko! Stop! No! Wait, there was an arrow this way. Shoot. Gosh. Okay. We're in here. Oh, coffee. Nice, cute cat mug. A dirty cat mug was placed next to my laptop. Why is it dirty? Don't tell me we're one of those people with a Seasoned mug. Ugh. It was. Gifted or bought? I bought this cat mug. Bought it years ago when I saw it at the store. I smell. No, you do not. I just took a shower, actually. I had a huge obsession on cats when I was young. Same interest, dog person, reptile person, don't have a specific interest. Same interests. Still have the same interests for cats. Yeah. Never grew out of that phase, I guess. How was liking cats a phase? What, are you supposed to grow up and be like, cats are stupid! I hate cats! No. In fact, my love for them grew. They're just so darn cute. It's been sitting there since last night. Goodbye. Yeah. Punch Nazis. I should probably watch it. Maybe later. TV. I walked over to the TV and stuck my hand in the empty space next to the TV trying to find the TV remote. After a few minutes, my fingers brushed on something cold and smooth, almost like plastic. Slowly wrapped my fingers around it despite feeling tiny pins poking my fingertips. What the hell am I touching? Hairbrush. Cat brush. I pulled out whatever was in the empty space after having a good grip on it. It was a cockroach. Ah! Ah! No! Oh, no! Oh, God! I grabbed a cockroach. Oh, God. Oh, no. Never mind. Oh, that's terrible. I'd die. Burn the house down. Burn the house down. Ah! I immediately threw the cockroach out of the open window. You held on to it! Oh my god, chat. Oh my... Nah. You gotta burn that place down. If there's one, there's more. Ew, 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 ew. I nearly gagged at the thought of it. That's why you wash that fucking mug. This is how you get roaches. Don't get me wrong. I love bugs, but my history with cockroaches... I hate bugs, chat. I kill them all. If they're in my house. If they're outside the house, they're unsafe, okay? Ugh. Shook my head trying to forget about what happened. Turned to look at where I threw that nasty thing out before noticing the window was wide open. Oh, I must have forgotten to close it last night. Heartless! Look. Look. Look, chat. Those bugs, they entered my home uninvited, okay? They can leave my home with death. I should probably close it soon before I forget again. Now, let's look at our, let's look at those dirty clothes. I slowly picked up one of my clothes from the corner of the couch that I probably haven't washed yet in a week. Ugh. Or a year. Ugh. Silly me. I'm just a girl. It can't be more than a year. I only moved in last month. I cheekily stuck my tongue out and winked at the reflection of myself on the laptop screen. Tee, I'm just a girl. Okay, that was awful as hell. Has me getting fired because me to be this cringe? I scrunch up my face in disgust as a shudder ran down my spine. Ugh. Cringe. I dropped the shirt back down into the pile in an attempt to forget my ridiculous actions. I'm just a girl, teehee. A stack of books sat on the corner of my table. Mostly a bunch of job interview tips and questions to help me when I'm job hunting. I was thinking about keeping these away since I got a job, but I'm making faces IRL. Ha. Smile. I guess I'm back to square one. We looked at that. Oh, what is this? What is this? An aquarium? Walked over to my terrarium. It has seen better days. I really need to get the supply so it doesn't die soon. What's a terrarium for, chat? Is it just like, you know, plants, like a little mini garden? Or is that where you have bugs? Question. What are these books? I stared blankly at the maths book in front of me. Trigonometry? Oh, God! You can put anything you want in them. Oh. I don't think a woman would fit in there, chat. Anyways, why did I even bring this book with me? I don't think the guy would either. I thought I left it back at home. You can try? Okay, well... Ask him first if it's okay if I saw him up, okay? I might have actually put it in when I was packing at midnight. Yeah, keep you... Don't put me in the terrarium! Although I guess it's better than putting me in the jar again. Oh well. What's this? Pulled out an old leather-bound book that had a diamond-shaped symbol on its cover. Raised a brow and turned the cover over. Ah. My eyes softened at the messily written name on the first page. It was my journal. The one I had since I was 10. I think I spent most of my time writing the moments I had. I flipped to a random page. What's this? Log number 001. You obtained a note. A note, not a nut. What in the world? What the hell is this creepy note doing here? Did someone break into my room? Well, that can't be possible. I always lock my door and I live pretty high up. Maybe it was a prank with one of my old friends. Keep this with me for now. Huh. Hey, it pays off to inspect everything. Nice. I yelped a book when a book fell from the bookshelf and landed right next to my foot. Picked it up and inspected the cover. Ah, it was a book I'd forgotten from our neighbor's garage sale. My group of ex-friends used to go around the neighborhood to check out neighbor sales. I would usually buy self-written books because I admired the person's creativity and style of writing. It was normal for me to get weird looks from the group, but I feel connected to those who write their struggles and wanted a way to show them. If I was not mistaken, I flipped to the last page and a sad smile creeped to my face. There's a bunch of frantic scribbles with the repeated phrase, I promise I would return to our paradise. I softly traced the scribbles on the page. From what I remembered, it was the neighbor's son who wrote this book when he was a teen. But later on, he became mentally unstable. Took his own life before he turned 18. He died exactly how the children in the book did. I stared at the scribbles for a few moments before snapping back into reality. Right, I have things to do. Wow, that was sad. Holy shit. Chat. Chat, don't do that. Don't prophesize your own death. I pulled out the biology book from the bookcase. I had this book with me since I started high school. Also, really fucking cool, though, that you have that book and that you remember the story. That's really cool. I always enjoyed reading science books ever since I watched that science documentary when I was young. Only issue was I had trouble remembering the names for each scientific parts of the body. Well, at least now I can enjoy reading the book in my spare time. Just place the book back in the bookcase. Okay. Anything else? Oh, little box. Picked up the jewelry box from the top of the bookcase. I sighed softly and traced the edges of the box. It was a necklace gifted from someone I used to care about. Before that fight happened. Because I hoped that he would understand me. Oh, okay. Let's throw it out. Fuck that shit. Smiled brightly and walked over to my window. Oh! Took a deep breath and threw the necklace out of the window as far as I could. I don't need trash like you anymore! I heard a thud in the distance, which is followed by a loud scream of, oh my god, I'm gonna be rich! Yeah, when I said throw out, I really did think maybe pawn it or... Oh well. Good for them. I don't need that shit anymore. I don't need that shit. Radio. I passed on a few buttons on the old radio. Only static can be heard. I should really throw this out. Yeah, that's not great, bro. What's the laptop? Touched the keypad on my laptop and realized that it was really warm. Crap, I must have forgotten to turn it off. Tapped on the keypad a few times to turn on my screen and check the battery power. 10%. To be fair, if your laptop's staying on all night and during the day at work, that's pretty good. Huh. I sighed and grabbed my charger from my bag and connected it to the laptop. Should be fully charged by tomorrow. Oh, okay. Okay, just window and picture. I picked up the picture frame next to my window with a small smile. Mom, Dad, hope you don't worry about me now. Sorry for giving you so much trouble. Wonder if they're doing better now. I sighed and placed the frame back where it was. Oh, is that all I have to do? Can I catch this dude in my shower? No? Okay. Alright, fine. No dookie either. Okay. If you explored the room, there might be some secrets hidden. I'm going to do a quick save, but I think we're good. I think we're okay. Oh, I don't think we need... Oh, this? Log 001. Yeah, I got nothing on that one. Okay. Boop. Yeah, I'm good. I shivered as I stepped closer to the window. People were bustling around in the city as always, trying to do their day-to-day jobs. I sighed and thought back on the time I first got the apartment. It was a struggle, especially when the prices are ungodly high. I was lucky enough to get a room. My landlord is pissed at me for not paying rent. Yeah, that stupid idiot. It's already due. Every month. He just keeps asking me for money. I should get job searching soon. I let out a soft yawn and closed the window. We're terrible. We're like actually horrible. After finishing with my chores, I flopped onto my decently soft bed I spent with my remaining savings. I probably should just sleep in tomorrow. Not like I have a job after this. I held back my tears on what had happened earlier on the day and held onto the pillow. Just sleep it off, Clock. I can't keep taking care of you. Take care of me, please, chat. You'll be okay tomorrow. I slowly closed my eyes before falling asleep. It's warm. Too warm. I tried to open my eyes. Nothing. It was as if my eyelids had been sealed shut. I willed my arms to move, but they wouldn't budge. Trapped, confined in a space too tight to escape. The same goes for my legs. A sharp, suffocating pressure settled over my chest. My breaths came in short, panicked gasps. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I need to wake up. F in the chat. S. S. Z. E. S. A. S. Z. F in the chat. D in the chat. Z in the chat. S! I'm so fucking good at this. E. Ah! Thud. Ah! Crashed onto the cold floor with a heavy thump. I see, chat. Oh. I like if you guys actually put in ass. You typed out ass, chat, with your letters. I let out a weak groan as I curled up on the cold surface of the ground. Wait a minute. Was the eyeball telling me it was staring at my ass cheeks? That was one strange dream. But I could hardly recall anything about it except for those eyes. It almost felt too real. I took a deep breath, trying to steady my nerves. Sorry, I just had to yawn. Trying to steady my nerves before slowly pushing myself upright on the cold floor. No hate, okay? I'm actually interested. The eyeballs are cool. I'm just a EP kind of guy. I've also quit caffeine. Wait, did I watch something that could have triggered it? I scratched my head, trying to piece together what had caused it, before letting out a weary sigh. Whatever, it's just a hallucination, right? I struggled to push myself up to my bed, but my body wobbled, swaying dangerously to the side as if I were about to topple over. Oh shit! Oof! I scrambled to steady myself, gripping the bed frame tightly before collapsing onto the mattress. I gasped for air, dizziness crashing over me with brutal force. I gently pressed my hand to my forehead, sighing as the heat burned through my skin. Great, I have a fever now. Oh, we for sure. There's like a 90% chance we have anemia, chat. I groaned in annoyance, reaching for my phone to turn off the alarm. Seriously considering throwing it out the window. After a few taps, I laid back down on my bed for a few minutes as my headache intensified. Just as I was about to contemplate about my life, I felt my stomach growl in hunger. Hungry. But I ran out of food yesterday. And I need to get my laundry done. And clean the room. Maybe it's the fever, but I found myself rambling about everything that needed to be done, yet my body refused to move. Maybe just a few minutes. I can close my eyes. Just as I was on the edge of slipping into sleep, my phone blasted through the silence, ringing sharply in my ears. I groaned and picked up my phone again. I swear to God, whoever this is. It was the boss's name on the screen. Is it too late to start praying? Time to get yelled at and fired on call. Yeah. I picked up the call. Clock. Boss? Where the bloody hell are you? Wait, why are you British now? I'm so sorry, boss. If you plan to fire me, then you can just say it on call. Oh, trust me, I would have fired you the second I heard from Mr. There was a brief moment of silence before I heard someone talking in the background, but I couldn't make out what was being said. Huh? Look, just get over here now. Wait, what? The line was cut off. Do I really need to go and suffer again? That's the absolute worst. When you thought you were fired, / thought you quit, and instead they're like, no, we still need you. Come back now. No! When the workplace is so fucking desperate and such a shithole that they'll take anything they can get. Do I really need to go back and suffer again? I guess I might as well get over with it. Maybe I will get my one-day pay. Rubbed my eyes and shakily got out of bed, heading to the hotel in my feverish state. I stepped into the hotel, fighting the urge to collapse from exhaustion and the faintness that threatened to overwhelm me. Every day at work. I noticed that no one was at the counter, which somewhat surprised me. Why? That's your job. I thought they would have gotten a replacement by now. No, that's your job. Stepping closer to the counter, I rang the bell and waited for someone to come over. After a few minutes, which felt like hours of waiting, Boss stepped out of the room with a familiar figure following him behind. He's so much shorter. Why the hell is my boss so short? Why is my boss Danny DeVito? Oh, it was the man from yesterday. I guessed he was the boss. He was with the boss to file a complaint on my behavior. Maybe boss wanted me to apologize in front of him. Ugh, this is so humiliating. I should have just stayed home. Took you long enough. Sorry. Anyways, I called you here for a different reason. Boss didn't seem pleased. I guess it's not happy news for me. Steel yourself, Clock. Here comes one of your newest and most embarrassing moment. You will be transferring jobs. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oops, I said that out loud. Alongside with the promotion. I think my jaw just hit the floor. Trust me, kid. I don't get what you did to deserve a promotion either. Are you questioning my decisions? The chill ran down my spine from how cold Kane's voice sounded when talking to Boss. Of course not, Mr. Kane. I would never. Sure sounds like you're questioning me. Is he still wearing the... No, he took him off. Kane stepped closer to the boss, his hand coming down firmly on his shoulder, squeezing it with a tight grip. I don't think that's the boss. Or perhaps you're trying to say that I do not know how to run my own business. Never! I would never, Oh, wow. I think this is the first time I've seen the boss this rattled, and I've only seen him twice in my whole life. Well, to be fair, I just knew him for 2 days, so... Well, at least they admitted that. Thank you for nutting on the boss, chat. That's exactly my thoughts. Maybe he was just that easily rattled by intimidating people. Wait. Kane owns this hotel? Kane smiled at Boss and patted his back. Ooh, he's got that, hey, with Riz face on right now. Then you can get back to work. I've already arranged for a replacement in a few days. Yes, of course, Mr. Kane. Boss quickly ran back to the office. What a chicken. Turned back to Kane, casting him a puzzled glance. What was the boss supposed to do? That's his boss. What's going on? What's going on? He just looks at me all like, oh my god, wait, you're actually here. My favorite worker, Kane Cubes McAsshole McGee. I was about to ask him what had happened earlier when I suddenly felt myself leaning backwards. Clock. Just before I completely fell, a pair of arms swiftly wrapped around me, gently guiding me to lean against something fine, firm, and warm. Oh, his cock. A faint scent of cedar wood enveloped me, offering a strange sense of comfort. Why does his wood smell like cedar wood? I panted heavily, my vision blurring as a wave of dizziness washed over me, the heat radiating from my skin due to the fever. I whimpered softly and shut my eyes as a cold hand pressed against my forehead. The touch feels nice. You're burning up. Did you end up getting soaked in the rain yesterday? I attempted to answer, but all that came out were sneezes and coughs. Can you give me your address? I'll help you bet. His voice began to fade into a blur as my headache intensified. Despite his usual grumpiness, his voice is surprisingly smooth. And now I'm feeling dangerously close to sleep. Maybe a nap doesn't sound so bad right now. I let myself drift back into unconsciousness, feeling my body being gently lifted and carried away. Well, I think he's literally carrying us home. I let out a tiny groan as I caught a whiff of something delicious in the air. Maybe I guess somehow got transported to heaven. I winced when I felt some sort of light hitting my face. Okay, maybe I'm not in heaven. I tossed and turned a few more times in the most comfortable bed I'd ever felt before finally, albeit reluctantly, opened my eyes. This isn't my house. It took me a few minutes to get out of the hazy state before noticing that I'm in an unfamiliar room. Shit, have I been kidnapped? Wait. Oh, I thought this was on his bed. I was like, brother, you have a vinyl player on the bed. I was like, what? Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I shot out of bed only to collapse back down with a loud groan. The headache returned and I covered my eyes with my hands to block out the harsh sunlight. Ow, ow, ow. I hear shuffling in the distance before a figure approaches carrying a tray. Ah, so that's where the smell was coming from. I slowly turned my head to get a better look at my kidnapper, my eyes widening in surprise. Oh, you're awake. That's good. I was wondering when you were going to wake up. I made some soup. It should help with the fever. He placed the tray on the bedside table. I blinked at him several times, my mind still struggling to process what was happening. I guess we'll save. How long was I asleep for? How long was I knocked out? About 5 hours. It's afternoon now. Why are you wearing a coat indoors? 5 hours? Oh God. Don't worry about it. Your fever was pretty high. I see. Where am I? Where am I? I want them 100% off. What the? We can't even see him wearing pants, actually, Sarah. His pants could have been taken off already. He could be just wearing boxers. He is in his home. His lips parted slightly, as if he was about to speak, but then he frowned and snapped his mouth shut. He seemed to hesitate for a moment before rubbing the back of his neck. I did save. You're in my apartment. I carried you here. Before you get the wrong idea, I tried to ask for your address, but you fainted before I could even finish asking back at the hotel. Oh shit. Right, I completely forgot that I came into work while I was sick. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have come in when I was sick. It's my fault for trouble. I flinched at the sudden flick on my forehead, quickly rubbing the spot. Then I noticed a hand positioned right in front of me. Did he just flick my forehead? He huffed softly, a chuckle escaping him as he clearly found my ramblings quite amusing. With the corners of his lips turning up slightly, he pulled his hand back. None of that. It's partially my fault anyways. Hydrate check, please. Yummy. I love hydration. Take a sip now. He shifted on his feet, letting out a sigh as his eyes drifted anywhere but towards me. I'm sorry about what happened previously. I overwhelmed you too badly during your job. Eh? Don't say the Uchiha finger love flick, please. I think the girlies in the chat want him to flick something other than my forehead. Kane frowned even more and seemed to be struggling with his words. Maybe he's trying to be nice. I still stand by what I said. The way you handle... Oh, sorry. Ow! You were totally thinking it, chat. Ow. I will still stand by what I said. The way you handle customers is shit. Hey! And the fact you didn't even recognize the owner of this hotel. Okay, that's unfair. I was new. He let out a huff, flashing me a wry smile. You didn't even bother to look up the hotel before you got hired. I froze for a split second, then turned my eyes elsewhere, letting out a nervous laugh. I had limited internet data and could barely afford internet cafes. You're making me panic fart. So, you're broke. The new LL Bean catalog. That's disgusting. That's way too expensive for me. Might as well just flick that DJ, you know? Get some DJ flicking in. That's definitely not a question. It was a statement. I felt it strike deep into my soul. Yeah, well, I tried applying for a lot of jobs. But no one wants to hire someone who only has a high school diploma. He let out a hum before giving me a small pat on the head. A slight warmth crept to my cheeks, but I forced myself to dismiss the flutter in my chest. Why did I suddenly feel that way? Maybe it's just my fever acting up. Can you sit up? Yeah, let me just... I tried to push myself up, but to no avail. I couldn't even make it halfway before collapsing back onto the bed. Wow. Okay, Whimper Wednesday? Wimpy Wednesday is real. We are a wimp. Wait, that's a good shot too. Wait, that one. Thumbnail. I briefly caught Kane's expression, and his amusement at my suffering kind of miffed me. You sure you don't need help? I can get up myself. I swear. Right. And you certainly don't look like someone who wants to help me right now, with that smug look on your face while you watch me struggle to sit up. With frustration clouding my face, I tried to get up again, only to meet the same result. I snapped my gaze to him, shooting a glare that dared him to even think about laughing. And yet, he dared, covering his mouth and turning away, barely holding back his laughter. Through gritted teeth, I finally caved in and accepted my defeat. Fine. Help me, please. He finally burst out laughing, holding onto his sides as he doubled over laughing. I refused to even glance at him and simply glared at whatever my eyes landed on. I stared at the warm, fluffy blankets covering my legs. Clearly, this guy is rich from how expensive the stuff in his room looked. Oh, I thought he was rich because he owned a fucking hotel, bro. But the blankets, yeah, that's true. The blankets are nice, though. Thumbnail! I heard his laughter die down and was reduced to snickers. The bar? Then I felt a pair of arms wrap around my waist, effortlessly lifting me into a sitting position. That same warmth returned, lingering a little longer this time. There we go. It wasn't so hard, was it? Not another word. Please. He complied, shaking his head with a smile as he handed me the bowl of soup. Thankfully, it was still warm. Thank you for the food. Kane smiled more, seeming to be more carefree and relaxed. Don't mention it. Just let me know if you want more. I stared at him for a moment, realizing how my perception of him had shifted since our first meeting. You're a lot nicer outside of work compared to when I was at work. Kane unfroze, then quickly looked away, covering his mouth with his hand. Make up your mind on a thumbnail! I need multiple pictures! Chat, I need multiple pictures of the hot guy for my thumbnail, okay? I'm not saving them for myself. I would never. I have a cat, like, right next to me, goddammit. Kitty, why? Maybe I wanted to be closer to you. Hmm? Did you say something? Nothing. He kept his gaze away from me and proceeded to sit himself by the end of my feet. Do you have any other questions? I think I asked what happened. I think I asked these two. So what happened? What happened in the hotel? My memory's still hazy from the fever. Never! You're never seeing the homework folder. Ah, right. He hopped. I decided to transfer you to a different job and gave you a raise. I stared at him for a few moments, my expression slowly shifting into one of confusion. Mr. Clockworks, do make up your mind on a thumbnail. Why, thank you, Mary Queen Puppycat. Huh? Kane tilted his head to the side. Is that so surprising? Yes? Hi, Sky. I just literally yelled at your face and ran out halfway through my job? Yes, that's true. But I can tell from the way you dress and the clothes you wear that you don't have much money. I was about to retort, but then I paused and glanced down at my clothes. Okay, yeah, I guess he kind of has a point. I look like a homeless person. I do not, okay? You look like a homeless person. Well, first of rude is stating facts considered rude now. Yes! Yes, but hush it. Why help? Changing my job and giving me a raise doesn't really benefit you at all. He briefly chuckled, slipping his hand into his pocket. Actually, I do gain something. He pulled out a memory card and handed it to me. Well, the hotel is merely a side job that I do when I'm free. I'm the CEO of Techmorph. I'm sure you have heard of it before. You own Techmorph? Techmorph is basically the main tech company in the island. Most of the devices in the island are built by them. They did business outside the island. I won't be surprised if Kane becomes a billionaire. But for some reason, they choose to only sell their devices in the island. Yes. Anyways, I have a new project right now that needs testing. The memory card I handed to you is a beta version of our new product. Something similar to how game quests work, but it's for newcomers to earn money from doing simple jobs. A lot of newcomers are usually not prepared and do not have proper certificates or working experience dealing with the locals here. So I developed an app that gives out miscellaneous tasks from partnered shops to gain money and some sort of experience. So what you're saying is, you want me to test the software? He nodded with a smirk. Precisely. I mean, you don't have to do it if you're not up for it. However, that means I would need to fire you. My jaw dropped as I stared at him, stunned. What? 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 Is it so surprising? He shook his head with a dramatic sigh. Don't get me wrong, I am a kind person. But not all the time. I don't usually do offers like this without benefits for both sides. The audacity of this man. So what, you want me to run around the city the whole day? He looked shocked for a moment, as if I just said something unbelievable. Of course not. Are you mad? You can definitely take your time doing your tasks. And it's not like you have strict working hours. You only need to return to the hotel to give me feedback. So, I can goof around in the morning if I want to. He hummed in agreement. My eyes sparkle at this revelation. I'm just a glorified Uber driver. I can finally sleep in without a worry. What about the whole day? Since, there's no one around to monitor me, and I can just, fake doing the tasks. He gives me an unimpressed look. You do realize that I also gather feedback from our partners, right? Fucking damn it. He shook his head with a sigh, but the corners of his mouth tugged into a small smile. So, what do you say? I stared down at the memory card in the palm of my hand, hesitation creeping in. Should I take on his offer? We should take on his offer. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Well, it's not like I have much of a choice. Look down at the bowl, the tears welling up in my eyes. Oh my god, we're gonna cry again. I'm really am just a hopeless person. He furrowed his brow and leaned forward, studying me intently. What on earth do you mean by that? I swallowed hard, forcing back the tears as best I could. You said it yourself. I do my job terribly, and I can't even take care of myself. I make stupid decisions impulsively, and I struggle to hold back my sobs as tears streak down my cheeks. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be burdening you with my problems. I lowered my head, trying to hide the tears, not wanting to seem even more pathetic in front of someone. No, Bun Edward, trying not to seem pathetic. With my head still lowered, I heard the bed creak and felt the spot next to me sink under weight. Oh, shit. I lifted my head in surprise as I felt an arm wrap around my shoulders awkwardly, followed by a firm pat on my head. That's for the thumbnail, by the way, not the homework folder. Oof. I let out a soft hum from the firm pat and tried to look at him, but he kept my head firmly in place. I know it's been hard, but I could hear the hesitation in the silence, but didn't comment on it, still surprised by the awkward side hug. You're a kind person, and I truly admire that. I finally managed to look up at him in surprise. You want this one in the thumbnail, chats? There. Me? Kane scoffed and rolled his eyes. Of course. But what else would I be talking about if not you, dumbass? He glared at me, his cheeks turning bright red when he saw me smiling from ear to ear. Oh, another screenshot. What? Why am I screenshotting so much? I'll decide which one I want later. Tease him, look away. Okay, this is a save, and we're gonna tease him because I'm a teaser. Oh, come on, praise me more, Mr. Kane. He only plays Wonderwall. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to play Wonderwall. Hell no. You're enjoying this way too much. I pouted at him, delighting in how his cheeks flushed an even deeper shade of red. Fine, I'll stop. Couldn't help but giggle as I watched him quickly avert his gaze. I don't know why, but now that I've talked to him more, I feel so much more relaxed and at ease. Anyways, what I meant was, you're not hopeless. You helped someone like me, even when I was giving you a hard time. I almost said something like, well, that would be terrible customer service if I didn't, but I decided against it. Who knows what would happen if I pissed him off again. So, what I'm trying to say is, don't put yourself down. You really mean it? He let out a huff and ruffled my hair. Hey! I'm not repeating myself. Fine. Jeez, is this how you treat a sick guest? Yeah, deal with it. That's mean. Too bad. I rolled my eyes at him as he shook his head in disbelief. Can't believe that I'm arguing with a grown child. Excuse me? Alright, that's enough chit-chat. I scowled at him for cutting me off. Man, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind for calling me a child. He stood up and gave me my head one last pat. There's some ibuprofen in the second drawer if you need it. I'll teach you how to use the app once you feel better. He started to walk towards the stairs, ready to head down. He paused on the third step and turned to look at me, raising an eyebrow. Thank you for giving me another chance and for helping me. His eyes widened for a moment, but softening slightly. Rest well. Just as he was about to leave, I caught a sight of his red ears. I never thought it'd be this easy to fluster him. Looked down at my soup and took a small sip. Holy shit, this must be the best soup I've ever had in my life. Sorry, Mom, you can't beat this at all. Before I knew it, I had finished the entire bowl in a matter of seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if someone thought I just inhaled the soup. I let out a tiny yawn as I reached the bedside, pulling open the drawer to grab the medicine. Right after taking the medicine, I drifted off to sleep, clutching a couple of pillows to my chest. Based. Nice. I slowly opened my eyes when I felt the sun's rays hitting my closed eyelids. I groaned in frustration at the light, quickly grabbing a pillow and pressing it over my face to block it out. As much as I'd like to let you sleep in, I need to check your fever. I stayed silent for a few moments, before suddenly jolting up from the bed, the pillow slipping from my face and landing on my lap. Shit, I'm so sorry. Kane stood next to the bed, holding 2 mugs with steam rising from them. It's fine. I just need to check on how you're doing before getting into business. Here, I made you some coffee. It's the only drink I have left, aside from water. I guess we'll drink the coffee. Sure, take the coffee. Thank you. I really needed that. It's poisoned? Even better. He passed me the mug before taking a sip from his own. How are you feeling right now? Well, I don't feel hot anymore, and the headache is gone. He nodded his head and lightly touched my forehead. Felt warmth creeping up my cheek as my heart started racing. Man, he's treating me like how my mom treats me. Well, lucky for you, it seems your fever's gone. We can get started with work then. He pulled away as I began sulking. Mommy? Sorry. No, I think he's going for daddy. Can't you give me another day to rest? He let out a scoff and rolled his eyes. Do you want to earn money or starve to death? Fine. Good. You should start by putting the memory card into your phone. I grumbled some more as I set the coffee mug down on the bedside table and reached for my phone in my pocket. After a few minutes of fiddling with the phone and trying to figure out where the memory card slot was, I finally installed it. My 3-finger god, no! What the hell? Chat, he's gonna run away. Took a few minutes to get the installation done before giving him a thumbs up. Done. It's so cool. It's definitely a tracker. It's like you're in a game doing side quests. Yeah. Give him the 5. Yeah, punch him in the face. Thanks. Thank you, Meza. His cheeks flushed as he took another sip of his coffee, clearly trying to hide it. Finished up my coffee as fast as I could before getting out of bed. Okay, I'm ready to head out. Kane stared down at me, his eyes scanning me up and down as if he was a scientist examining a newly discovered creature. Nervously shifted from where I stood. What's the matter? You're not going out in that. What? What's wrong with what I'm wearing? He gave me a disgusted look before closing his eyes and pinching the bridge of his nose. Look, steampunk is in, bro, okay? Don't get me wrong, but you look like you were crawling in trash cans. I was not, okay? I look fine. He gave me a deadpan look. Nope. What do you mean, nope? He grabbed me by the collar and dragged me to his closet. Please let go of me! Mr. Kane! You just changed me, Daddy? I stepped out of the bathroom, now dressed in the clothes Kane had handed me. You have a pole? No. I swear that man seemed to care a little too much about how he looks. Why does he have like 20 different types of skincare products? Maybe he has bad skin. And why does he have to lecture me about it? He's worse than my math teacher. Why was your math teacher lecturing you on skin? But he did give me some of his clothes, and surprisingly, they're pretty comfortable. I'm done. Are you happy now? I blinked and got closer to him, waving a hand in front of his face. Mr. Kane. Excuse me! A trickle of blood runs down from his nose. Sanji! Excuse me? What the hell is your nose leaking for, you perv? Oh my god, chat. Holy shit, are you okay? He gave a small nod and pointed at the stairs. You can leave. The front door is easy to find. Lick it. Yeah, let me clean that up for you, Kane. Yum. But I will cut your salary if you don't leave. Help his stubborn ass. Help his stubborn ass. I quickly ran over to his closet and grabbed a handkerchief from one of his drawers. Now you're trying to steal clothes from... Shut it. You're too stubborn. What? I came back to his side with the handkerchief and wiped the blood away. He immediately clamped his mouth shut. As much as I'd like to get better clothes, I'd rather not get arrested for stealing people's stuff. Especially since my boss is insanely rich and could probably make me homeless with no effort at all. I handed him back his handkerchief before heading downstairs to the front door. Thank you again for the help and offer, Mr. Kane. See you later at the hotel. See you. No, that's an eyeball. You think we should kill that pest in the hotel? No, not yet. Poke it! Yeah, true. It's too early. We shouldn't make any rash decisions. After all, killing them would be less satisfying. No one messes with what is mine. Oh, I like this shot. It's a good shot. Oh, that was the end of the demo. Now, I don't know if this demo has any more, has any other endings, but let me just go check it out real quick. Let me just go look. Let me just go look real quick. Let me see if there's any other endings. We can go through some of the other options. Finally! What do you mean, finally? I thought that was good. There's the Yandere. There it is. I mean, it is just a demo, so I'm not surprised it took a while. God, he's so hot. I do like his hair a lot. The homophobia eyes, you know, they're also always a great addition to any character, I find. He's taking it slow. Yeah, no Yandere shows off their vibes right away. For now, he's just a tsundere. A tsundir. A yandir. Let's say no. Let's say no to the coffee, I guess. Don't take the coffee. Sorry, I don't really drink coffee. Ah, I see. What do you usually drink? He wants to know. I drink water, actually. I don't. I see. But thank you for the coffee. Be a waste not to drink it. Gave me a surprised look. Are you sure? Yep. Pass me the mug before taking a sip. Oh, really? Okay, let's skip. Wow, it's skipping. Let's just leave his stubborn ass. Alright, if you say so. Shy, he's a grower. Didn't feel right to leave him there. But then again, I don't want to lose money. Thank you again for the help and offer, Mr. Kane. See you later at the hotel. Hi. Oh. Is this the same? So that's the same. I have a feeling that the other choices are like whatever. But maybe if I go back to the beginning, actually. Maybe if I go back to this one. If I go way back here. Oh, wait. Keep his name blank. Left his name blank. Okay, here's your card. Okay. Return ID. I slowly let go of his ID. Sorry. Quickly handed him his key card, avoiding eye contact. Shot me a glance before heading towards the elevator. Make your hours count. Huh? Before I could question him further, the elevator door shut behind him. That was weird. Oh, okay. Continued to do my job for the rest of the day. The omninomous weighing down on me from his words. But I decided to push on, dealing with the guests. Why do most of them act like they have a stick up their ass? I sighed dramatically as I clocked out of work after grabbing my stuff. Clock reference? As I was about to step foot out of the lobby, my boss exited the back office with a smug look. Oh yeah, we're fired. Hello, boss. I was just about to leave. I'll see you tomorrow. Gave him the same fake smile I wore the whole day. Probably would have perfected it after how many times I had to fake it during work. No, that won't be necessary. I looked at him with a stunned expression. What do you mean, boss? He smirked and chuckled at me. You're fired, newbie. I heard from our CEO that you were slacking off and were very unprofessional. Dread slowly creeped into my body as he walks closer to me. But if you really want to keep your job... I backed away until my body hit a wall. There are other things you can do. I shivered in fear and disgust as his arm wraps around my waist. Ugh! I promise that's enough. I froze when I heard a familiar voice coming from behind my boss. A tiny squeak left out of me as my boss gets yanked away from me. My boss stumbled back from the force and stared at Kane in shock. Mr. Kane, I didn't know you were still here. I told you to inform them, not sexually assault them. Sir, you're mistaken. It's not sexual assault if it's prostitution. We are just... Get out. Huh? Get out of my hotel. I don't need people like you staining my name. My good name. Pngtuber McGee asshole. I was gonna fire you anyways due to how times this location needs to cycle their employees. I expect you to pack your stuff by the end of the day. He walked past my boss and patted my shoulder with a chilling smile. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good one. You think he's kind of cute? You think Kane Pubes Asshole McGee is kind of cute, huh? Pubes Asshole McGee, huh? That's his name, by the way. Pubes Asshole McGee. Come, let's talk outside. I gulped and shakily followed him, still scared out of my mind. We both stepped outside of the hotel, the cold air hitting my face as tears ran down my face. This route is really different. Oh dear, there's no need to cry. I flinched and choked back a sob when his hand rested on my shoulders. I'm sure you will find a job in the city. But from how you behave, it's probably not possible. His grip on my shoulders tightens as I felt my body shake from hyperventilating. It's alright though. I love to see insects like you grovel under my feet. If you need another job, stop by my place, and I can help you. I flinched my right hand as he slipped something into it. Couldn't hear the rest he had to say as I sprinted away from the hotel, gasping and crying for fear. What did he slip in my hand? The next few months, Clock didn't bother to leave the house, traumatized from their first job. They ended up being evicted from not paying the rent and bills, leading them to be homeless. Now you're just an empty husk in the alleyway, barely hanging on to that thread of life. But in the end, it was all but pointless. Bad end 1 fired. Oh, there were bad endings. Oh, shit. Eviction notice. You are hereby required to vacate. Failure to vacate will result in legal proceedings, attorney fees, court costs, and penalty damages. Oh my god, what a pity. You could have avoided this if you had just helped him. He is, after all, my host. I'm sure you will make the right decisions next time. My dear savior. SVO? Oh, okay, so there are bad endings. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's try this one, and let's just try taking deep breaths. Took deep breaths to calm myself down. I could feel my body shivering from the cold, but I can't believe in our first playthrough we didn't go through any bad endings. Couldn't bring myself to do my usual routine, or at least dry myself off. My head feels like lead, the heavy pressure refusing to disappear as I collapsed onto the mattress. Struggling to kick my shoes off while I curled up in my blankets, I ignored the wetness seeping into my bed. Is that because I'm wet? Or because I'm actually wet? Maybe taking a nap would make me feel better tomorrow. Right? I know. Slowly, my eyes fell shut as I succumbed to a dreamless sleep. Oh. Oh my god, I could hear my alarm. Oh my god, not the alarm, bro. Why can't I feel my arms? My body felt numb all over. It was so cold. Struggled to open my eyes. Though I managed to take a peek and saw that the window's open. I closed that window! My body's temperature is dropping. I'm freezing to death. I tried to call out for help, but I couldn't move my mouth. Oh, wait, I didn't close the window because I didn't take my pills. This sucks. Warm. It feels warm. Did he break into my house? I could feel it. Did someone come to help? I'm so glad. Maybe now I can take a nap. I'll just rest a little while. Oh! Oh my god! Why? What happened? Real. This is what happens if you leave the window open, by the way, chat. What the hell? Excuse me! Kane. Kane Pubes Asshole McGee. What's going on here? Why did you... What happened? Did I have my period and then I exploded? It's like when you get like a can of pop like too cold and they explode, chat, but instead it's you and your blood. Okay, well, all right. It's that time of the month. It's too cold. Explode. This is why, chat. You know, when, you know, the girlie's having a period, you know, and she's bugging you for warmth. Do it. This is what's going to happen to your girlfriend otherwise, okay? Get that girl a blanket. Ow! Don't hit me. The men hated on me because I spoke the truth. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's pretty pathetic. To die from not taking care of your host properly? Letting them freeze to death in their own room? I don't think he died from freezing of death! I wonder if you did that on purpose. Or perhaps you were careless. But I guess I can give you a tip. A tip? Certain items allow you to unlock unknown options for your host. Try to get the items needed, my dear savior. Don't disappoint me next time. Oh, I guess you just get locked into that ending if you don't take the pills. Damn. Okay. And, I want to get back to the dream or whatever. So this one. Keep it? Keep it? Sure. Put back the box where it was. It'd be a waste to throw it away. It's a pretty necklace after all. Oh, that did nothing? Okay, let's just close the window. Let me just make sure we did this one. This one. Obtain a note. There we go. Okay, that's all I wanted. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's die. Ben 3, eaten in your dreams. Oh. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's what happens. Oh. Oh, he's a cannibal. Ah, okay. All right. All right. I see you. Get it, chat? I see you. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, dear me. It appears you've encountered one of my siblings. Aw? I won't blame you if you couldn't defeat them easily. Especially if it's your first time meeting them. I actually beat them on my first try. I would talk to you more about them. But it appears that we do not have the time right now. There's always later to chat. Smiley face. See you. Oh, lovely. Okay. Any other bad endings I just missed and completely just hunky-doodle-dayed all my way through the game without having any issues whatsoever, man? I literally just did nothing wrong, by the way. I'd gladly be eaten in my dreams? Okay. Alright, Octo, you pervert. Okay. How long was I asleep? Where am I? What happened? Okay, I asked these questions, actually. Never mind. Load up. Load up. Yes or no? What was this one? I'm trying to see history. Should I take on his offer? No, I'm good. No, I think I'll be fine. Kane looks surprised. What? Well, you see, it seems a little sketchy to me. Why would somebody help a nobody like me? He frowned. Is it that unbelievable that I simply wanted to help? Yes? Heh. You really think you can survive in this island without any help? Excuse me, are you trying to call me weak? Because I am. And what if I am calling you weak? You're merely just a rabbit in a cage full of wolves. I felt shivers crawl through my spine as I slowly backed away from him while still on the bed. The bowl that was on my lap toppled down to the side, spilling its contents out and onto the bed. You're scaring me. He stayed silent for a few minutes before slowly turning his head towards the window. Followed his gaze and paled at the sight. A similar large yellow eye looked down into Kane's room. I like that shot a lot. Slowly shifted its gaze towards me. What the fuck was that? I backed up to the point I fell off the bed with a yelp. I groaned in pain as I felt bile rise up from my stomach. I'm not safe. I need to get out. Now. Did you suddenly turn into a klutz? Hee. Stay away! Oh, and then he turns back to normal. He's like, oh, what? I shuffled back to the stairs and quickly pulled myself up despite the dizziness and ran down the stairs. Wait, you're not well. You're going to... Just as I got to the 5th step, my body leaned forward when I felt heavy pressure in my head. Oh, Chad, he pushed you down the stairs! I saw his hand reach out towards me as I descended down the stairs. Just as I tried to reach back for help, my head hits the floor and everything turned black. Bad end for a moron. No, dude. He's still trying to save us, too. I'm not gonna lie. I love this writer. Fire writing. I love this. This is some good shit. Seriously. You really thought it was a good idea to reject the offer? Yes. You really thought you can survive in this world without our help? Oh dear me. I lost my composure. Seriously, mortal. You can really make a joke without saying anything. Your actions to defy your purpose is so hilarious. Oh well, you will bend to my will. Eventually. Oh! That was good! I'm glad we're going back for these endings. Okay. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Look away. Quickly looked away, sweating as I felt him glare daggers at the back of my head. Maybe I shouldn't have smiled at him for being cute. Okay, and then I can skip. Okay, we skipped. Take the coffee, sure. Skip. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, chat. Excuse me. Did we already leave? Did we already leave, by the way? Did we do that one? Where we just left? Did we do that? Did we just leave? Thank you for blessing me. Skip. Sorry. I don't like to sneeze directly into mic. Thank you for your bless yous, okay? Bless you, chat. Gesundheit yourself. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that's everything. It let me skip, so I mean, I don't know where else you would die. Yeah, I really don't know where else you would die early on. Pick up, ignore, like ignore. Roll my eyes and shove my phone in my bag. If it was something important, they would have called me. Check the messages when I get back home, or never. Okay, yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same, I think. I think it's all the same. I think that's all the endings for now. For Lovers Paranoia. I'm enjoying that. Wow, that is good stuff. Wow, I'm really excited to see where that goes. Welcome to the Thirsty Club. How much did you whimper on this Whimper Wednesday? Whimper Women Wednesday, chat? Yes, that's the day today. I know I'm probably uploading this on like a Friday or a Thursday or some shit, but whimper for me? Maybe. Thank you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Clock, if you forgot, and if you could please clock that like button and subscribe if you're new here, it would help me out a lot, and I feel like if you like this video, if you made it this far, you're gonna like the rest of my channel. I do daily uploads, horror games, indie games, visual novels, dating sims, every day on the channel. If you like this video, seriously, I think you'll love the rest of the channel, okay? If you like the vibe you got today. And we do almost daily streams on the Twitch, and we got a very awesome community in the Discord. Very freaky, very gay, very cool, okay? Join it. You won't regret it. You will, but whatever. And with that, oh, also thank you to all my current subs. You guys are awesome. I still read all your comments on YouTube. You guys make me laugh or make me sad, but mostly laugh, and it's awesome. You guys are great, okay? We're almost at 30K, and when we hit 30K subscribers, trust me, we're gonna have a blast of a stream. We're gonna do like a fucking 12-hour stream. We're gonna do crazy, have a bunch of fun. It's gonna be awesome, okay? Just when we hit 30K. And with that, now I'm clocking out. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it a lot. I'm gonna see you next time, though. Peace. Good chat, good. Reveal your homework folder. No, I will not. Oh, album. Hey, there we go. Mamma mia. I must have got it all, man. I must have got it all. Look at all this. Look at these, like, goodies, man. Oh, wow. They literally just... Oh, this developer. I'm leaving this in. I'm leaving this in. Developer son. Who is this? Who was your name? What is your name? I don't know your name, but, Developer son. I love you. You are amazing. Gallery with backgrounds? Oh my, so good, man. You're a god. You're a hero. Kith forehead. Bro's got save. Bro's got skip. Oh, man, that's the best. The only thing you're missing is like a back button. Like a scroll back. And you might have it. I might just be stupid. I use middle mouse button. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't even have to take any screenshots, chat. That's hilarious. I didn't... Ugh, chat, this is what your bed looks like, doesn't it? Dev is Illuscape. Wow, Illuscape, amazing. Thank you. You are the GOAT. Okay? I liked your warning a lot. I think your warning was after the start button, right? Amazing. Those are the best. The warnings after the start, the best. Because, you know, I always say this. A developer got upset at me one time. Not that they, you know, they had a warning on their game page. It's actually really funny. One time, I was playing a game that was 18 plus. And I looked away. I was reading chat, and I opened the game. And for about 3 seconds, there was like a warning screen on the screen. But I was reading chat, and I was looking over on the right monitor. And I didn't even see it. I didn't click anything. It just kind of auto-passed. And then I went right into the game. And I didn't say the warning or anything like that. And they got upset at me, reasonably upset. And I literally told them, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know there was a warning. Like, I was like, other than the game page having a warning, I didn't even know. Like, I legitimately did not know there was a warning. Warnings should be hard to miss. Exactly. I'm a big fan of warnings always having a press to continue. I think that is just general advice that helps every developer. If you want your warning to have any sort of meaning, at least make it click to confirm. They should force you to read them. Yeah, it should be like at least 5 seconds of staring at it, and then you can click to confirm. But that's just my personal take. The developer did nothing wrong. I did something wrong. That was careless on my part, and I apologized for it. But I did mention, I'm so sorry that I skipped it. And I did mention to them, like, as like a little bit of like a tip, like as like my favorite warnings really are the ones like this game, where, you know, they're after you hit the start button, and you also already have you have to click to confirm, like you have to click to move on. Anyways, that's just my personal opinion. I think those are the best, and, you know, I think they show a lot more care in the warning too. Like you actually tried, at least tried to make people follow the warning, like, you know, personally. That's just my opinion. It's not there. That's just a story time. Like the other developer, perfectly fine. Their game is great, and I will probably keep playing their game as it comes out. And after that, I always make sure really, and it was a wake up call because I needed that to always make sure to check on the warnings, make sure I don't miss them. Because you know what, it was wrong of me to miss it, even if it's just a mistake. You know, that was stupid of me. I'm an idiot, usual. But I do really appreciate when developers try like this. It's awesome. Also, this ending was fucking awesome. I really like this ending. That was good. That was good shit. These were really good too, these CGs, yeah. They were all good. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is for real. Goodbye. Goodbye, chat. Bye. See you later, nerds.